थोडे सर
हां
सुरू करायचे सर.
हो हो तुमच्या याच्यावर
येतील ते हळूहळू येतील, त्याच्यामुळं आपला वेळ चाललाय. परत पुढचं 4th सेशन पण आहे. हा स्टार्ट करायचं सर.
आवाज कमी येतोय पण मला इकडे.
आवाज कमी येतोय
हम्म.
आता?
हा येतोय आता पण जास्त नाही. ठीक आहे बघू आपण. माझा आवाज येतोय व्यवस्थित?
हो तुमचा आवाज येतोय सर मला.
सगळ्या पार्टिसिपेंट्सला
ठीक आहे सांगतील ते.
ओके.
गुड आफ्टरनून फ्रेंड्स. आज FDP कोर्सचा पहिला दिवस, त्यातलं हे 3रं सेशन आहे. या सेशनमध्ये आपल्याला डॉक्टर राजीव गोडे हे आपल्याला डिझाईन ऑफ प्रेझेंटेशन या विषयावर मार्गदर्शन करणार आहेत. डॉक्टर राजीव गोडे हे असोसिएट प्रोफेसर, हेड अकॅडमिक्स अँड रिसर्च ISBJ MIT युनिव्हर्सिटी पुणे इथे सध्या कार्यरत आहेत. सन 2016 मध्ये त्यांनी ICT मीडिएटेड लर्निंग एन्व्हायरमेंट इन हायर एज्युकेशन चॅलेंजेस अँड ऑपॉर्च्युनिटीज या विषयावर सावित्रीबाई फुले पुणे विद्यापीठ इथून PhD डिग्री संपादन केलेली आहे. त्यांनी IT आणि मीडिया इंडस्ट्री हा त्यांचा आवडता आणि प्रदीर्घ अनुभव घेतलेला असं क्षेत्र आहे. त्यांनी आतापर्यंत 18 पेक्षा जास्त रिसर्च पेपर पब्लिश केलेले आहेत. तसेच राष्ट्रीय व आंतरराष्ट्रीय लेवलवर त्यांनी 100 पेक्षा जास्त व्याख्याने दिलेली आहेत. या व्यतिरिक्त सामाजिक कार्यामध्ये त्यांना आवड आहे. असं हे एक व्यासंगी व्यक्तिमत्व आज आपल्याला लाभलेलं आहे. मी जास्त वेळ न घेता सरांना विनंती करतो की त्यांनी पुढचं सेशन सुरू करावं. डॉक्टर राजीव गोडे सर, पुणे.
Thank you, Professor Harshal, and all the participants. Very best wishes for your this faculty development program. Today is your first day, and it is my second session. So after lunch, I hope you have done a good lunch. So this may be a little bit difficult for you because normally when the sessions are there, I do actually it practically so that all of you can do some kind of activity and which can be a active classroom presentation. But now because of the COVID, again we can say thanks to the technology that because of pandemic as well, and because of this emergency situations as well, we are actually working on various fronts without any restrictions, and Zoom, video conferencing, other educational technology platforms gives opportunity to actually use as well as apply those things in our teaching, learning and research process. So it's a good situation that all of us now prepared for the use of technology in classroom as well as in out of classroom for research and for our overall growth and development as well. So this is the positive side of the corona pandemic, we can say that, and that is the reason all of we are gathered here for a virtual lecture. It may be that a challenging thing, like how difficult, how effective, or what are the different kind of pros and cons of online video lectures. At the end of the course, you can evaluate those, and it may be an insight for all of us that how we are learning, if what are the problems we are facing, and the same way the student might also face the problems, technical problems, or they might be enjoying as well. So everyone will have the different experience of this online teaching and methodology. So today I will be taking a session on presentation techniques. So PowerPoint, when we take as an educational aid or any additional tool, so it is normally always we say that it is a presentation is used. I'm just taking a break of 1 minute. One person has come to make me. Just excuse me. Sorry for the disturbance. So when we are talking about the academic delivery, so major topic is about the presentation. So how we are actually teaching or presenting our information to the audiences. So presentation is not only for classroom teaching, but it may be for your class heads, or it may be for your management, it may be for your research presentation. So presentation is widely used, and depending upon how strong your presentation is, it gives you the confidence to present it in front of the audiences. So the audience might be different, so it may be in class, it is your audience is your student. For management, the higher authority of your institution is your audience. If you are going for research presentation or conference, that time other researcher might be the audience. So depending upon what the audience want, what is the subject, according to that we want to deliver or we want to prepare the presentation. So if you have a strong presentation, 50% battle of the presenting the thing is you are winning. Okay, the rest 50% is how you are having different kind of presentation skills. Based on that, how you are taking that presentation, it may be a session, it may be a seminar, it may be a webinar, whatever it may be. So it is like how it is coming. So in that, the knowledge of the speaker, then the expertise into speaking, the body language, the tone, the language. So all these aspects come out. But to come with that, you should have a very good effective presentation, which people are saying sometimes they can hear as well. Okay, so here we will see that what are the different techniques or tools, or like through which we can design an effective presentation. So I will share the presentation slides to you. I hope the presentation is visible to all of you. Just say yes if you see the presentation, if you are visible to the presentation. Yes. So the title of the today's session, as sir has said, it is the second session of the first day. The title of the session is Designing Effective PowerPoint Presentation. So PowerPoint is a software which comes under Microsoft Office, MS Office, and it has a various versions. The latest version gives you more freedom and flexibility to design effective presentation. One more question I just want to say. I took the information that two participants are they are from non-Marathi or non-Maharashtra. So is it okay if I speak continuously English? If you want Marathi, I can use Marathi in between as well. So in which language should I continue my presentation so that it will be more effective for all of you? Is it okay if I continue in English?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So we will continue in English, and if anyone wants some kind of information, they can unmute and they can speak or ask question so that I can reply it in Marathi or Hindi as per the convenience. Okay. Dr. Ganpat is wanting it in Marathi, but it's okay. I'm not using a high level English, which can be easily understood. But still, if not understood, I'm there for informing it in Marathi as well, right? Okay. So, what the presentation? How do you feel the first presentation slide, and what is there in that presentation? Anyone? They can unmute and they can tell about this. Whether first have you understood or are you connected with the presentation topic by seeing the first slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what are the things you are seeing on the first presentation slide? what is there in the presentation slide, first slide? I want the class to be interactive.
There are so many images describing the subject of the presentation.
Yes. So many of the images which are describing the subject of the presentation. Apart from that,
Title of presentation is there,
title
and
of the presentation, yes,
it is prominent.
it is prominent, it is bold,
Yeah,
it is
visible,
in blue
clearly
color,
visible.
right?
Name of presenter.
Name and designation of the presenter.
Name and designation of the presenter. Very good. Apart from that, so the background, okay. So the background I have used is a white because it is catchy as it is an online presentation. So from all the screens, it should be a positive vibe it is taking. White and blue. Blue is actually again a soothing color, which is 90% of the slides is actually covering the blue apart from white. And there are different kind of slide presentations, slide photos, wherein a presenter is there, another presenter is putting some chart, graphical charts. One is talking about mobiles, uh, describing the products and all. So these are the various images which are actually very positively and very effectively shown on the screen. There are no many images, no much text is used, and simple, the title of the presentation is bold enough so that the first attention should be there on the title. Then it is the person who is going to present, and its name should be also highlighted. It is not that it should be somewhere in the presentation, because if we as a presenter, we have to value ourselves. If we are not valuing ourselves and not describing it on the presentation, so we are not valuing and our confidence is also low. So we as a presenter, we have to put our own name in a bold as well, plus the designation, which actually is essential for the audiences, like, yeah, head department of new media, MIT Editive University. So it gives you the credibility of the speaker. So those who are, you are now my audience, so you will feel that, yeah, Rajiv Gode is someone who is heading the department and actually having a good experience in designing and presenting. His presentation topic and the slide is also so much attractive that I will get something from this lecture. That confidence has to be bring into your audiences. Plus, in short, in some kind of unconscious mind, by presenting some kind of background images like slides, different slides and presentations, so it is you are unconsciously creating a pitch for your presentation. So first thing is that you have to spare minimum 5 minutes on your slide by interacting with the people, by speaking with about the topic, so that during that the or your audience is actually getting engaged with your subject title, the presentation, as well as what you are saying. So if you are connecting, because now as I said, all of you have done your lunch, and with some kind of background information, some maybe on their call to their family members, to somebody else, or they are actually discussing about the new members, because all as it is your first session, first day, so everyone is new to everyone, so it is curiosity to speak with them. Okay, so everyone is engaged in lot of other background mental activities. But now as the session started, as an audience, as a presenter, your objective should be that you should catch the audience's attention. Okay, so how you can do that attention? So by putting a very good presentation, or by putting some kind of a very good music, so or by putting just giving your own introduction in a very passion way, so that your audiences can actually get attracted to your what you are saying and what you are showing. If you can't establish a connection between your audiences and you, then your presentation may be, though your presentation is good, but it will not take in that effective way. So first rule of the presentation is that you have to engage your audiences. So your audience in the class, it may be your students, when you are giving presentation to your management, that management team, your head of the department, principal, they might be your audiences. When you are going for a conference, that time your researchers, other network, other PhD students, they are your audiences. So first thing is that you have to mentally activate your audiences and get connected with the topic and with you. If you manage to that in first 5 minutes or first 3 minutes, I will say first 3 minutes, and then you can have a dialogue with the for 2 minutes, then you won 80% of your confidence with your audiences. So for that, your first slide should be very effective, attractive, and it can build a mind, and it should be relative as well. It should not be only effective, it should be relative to the subject what you are going to present. So that way it is creating a background relationship with your audiences. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we'll move to the next. Now, once a background or a relation is created between the audience and the speaker with the topic, then it is easy for the presenter to put his concepts, his information, his case studies, his knowledge to share with the other members. If that relation is not established, it is very difficult to present your information. So in this class, in this presentation, what we are going to cover, or the key points which I am talking, it is the visual aspect of the presentation, then the different design elements, content mapping, and technical aspect related to the presentation. So these are the major 4 points I just want to cover into my session. So visual aspects, some design elements, content mapping, and technical aspect. So at the end, you will learn about the visual aspect, design elements, content mapping, and technical aspect. Then what are the objectives? So at the end of this session, the participant will understand visual aspect of using PowerPoint. So PowerPoint is a visual tool, okay, through which you are interacting with your audiences. So understand visual aspect of using PowerPoint. Second, learn to plan lecture. So how you can design a presentation and plan a lecture as per your topic. Then designing effective slides. The main point is designing effective slide. So how effectively you are communicating with your audiences through PowerPoint slides. So that is the design effective slides. Then understand the best practices. So what are the best practices we have to follow when we are using PowerPoint as a supplementary tool for our teaching? So it is a teaching aid as well. Okay, ICT tool. So one of the ICT tool is also a presentation. And last is overcoming technical aspect. So when you are working on a PowerPoint presentation, there are few of the technical aspects are there with whom, because of that people cannot deliver it properly. So we'll see some of the technical aspect of the presentations as well. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So once you create the logical or mental engagement with your audiences, you have to instruct your audiences what the session is about and what will they learn after the session, so that their mind is prepared what they are going to listen, understand, study. Because it is like we can say it's a mind programming. You have to program your mind so that for next 1.5 year, half hour, what is supposed to you are what you are supposed to get from the trainer, and what you will do. If it is the structure is already in front of you, your mind starts accepting it. So acceptance level is much more higher, and once that acceptance level is there, so it will a systematic delivery as well, and you will learn the activities. So it is the second slide should be always there, what will be the content and what will be the objective of your session. So for every presentation you should have these first 3 slides. So first, presentation slide, title slide. Second, what you are going to cover in your presentation, and what is the objective behind giving this presentation. So that way it is you are actually mind programming of your audiences, and you are building a relationship with the speaker with the help of the content, with the help of the PowerPoint presentation. So these are the three important slides you have to keep on any presentation. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I know all of you are teachers and all of you do all these activities, but still I have to build it and give a stress on that, because many of the time we do not actually get much time for designing the presentations. We don't actually take a lot of efforts on the presentation and this aspect, but these are very essential aspects to have a great connection with your audiences. If you do not have great connection or engaging connection with your audiences, though you are very good speaker, though you are good knowledgeable person, but your ideas, your information will not be shared in that level. So what is the purpose of your presentation message? First is to inform, to entertain, to persuade, or to inspire. So why we are using the presentation? Either to inform, means like inform means to inform about the content of the topic, to entertain, either to give some kind of a mental break to entertain the people. So there are lot of entertainment programs, films, music and all. To persuade, to change the audience views, and to inspire, to motivate the students, okay, to motivate the audiences. So normally, to for inform and to persuade, these are the major two aspects when we are actually teaching to in the classroom. Okay, means whatever the content is there, to inform means informing with the help of teaching. On persuade means whatever that they don't understand, you have to make them understand, change their mind from positive. Plus to inspire, it is sometimes, okay, it is not always. To entertain, the teacher's job role is when you are informing, you have to put entertaining elements into your information as well, to make it more effective. Okay, but to entertain, it's like simple entertainment, like showing a music, showing a film, so they are getting entertainment. Okay, but education is not entertainment. But when we are informing or we are persuading, that time entertaining elements can be integrated into our content, so that we have to keep engage with our audiences, tell them some stories, ask them to sell their experiences. But all this is related to your subject content. Okay, it is not out of that, so that your sessions can be engaging. So to inform and to persuade is the main role when we are teacher, and to inspire, it is always through our speak or our sessions. We have to inspire audiences so that they can be engaged and they can be more active into their job roles. So what are the potential benefit of using PowerPoint when we are using PowerPoint as a classroom teaching? Okay, so first is it gives you the increased visual aspect. Okay, normally when we are in the classroom and when the PowerPoint presentation is not there, so there is no any kind of visuals we can interact with audiences. We just start speaking, we are delivering the sessions, we use whiteboards, or whiteboards, we write it something on the floor, we draw it, but there is a limitation. Using PowerPoint presentation, we can show a lot of images, we can show a few of the videos, we can show colorful information. Okay, we can put it in a proper way. Okay, so first is increasing visual aspect, and visual aspect actually connects the audience mind very effectively. So instead of imaging something and you are telling and you are asking your audience to imagine, instead of that, if you show something, so it will be very easy for the audiences to understand that concept. Okay, so first major benefit of using PowerPoint presentation is it increases the visual aspect. And as you heard that one picture tells about 1,000 words. So one picture can, instead of reading 10,000 words or hearing 10,000 words, by just putting one image, it increases the visual clarity. Okay, and brings the one. That is why the first slide, the title slide, should be very attractive. Okay, second is improving audience focus. So next is improving audience focus. So all the points are in front of the computer presentation. So audience knows what exactly the points are going to discuss. So it improves the audience focus as well. Yes, that is why the second and third slide is very important, that what are the contents are going to be delivered in the session and what will be the learning after the session. Plus all the points what we are explaining, they will be in point wise. Okay, and those will be the anchor points with the audiences to their mind. So that is why improving audience focus. So focus is strongly achieved with the help of visual aspects, so PowerPoint presentation. Third is provide annotations and highlights. So it gives you a continuous anchoring with what is going on, what are the topics are covered into the presentation, how these topics are interconnected, and how it is the flow. So it highlights what the topic are, what is the information is going to be shared. So this is the third point. Fourth is analyzing and synthesizing complexities. So with the help of screen, it is very easy. You can show different kind of relationship. You can show the processes. You can synthesize the complexities. So synthesizing means reducing the complexities and explaining it in a very simple manner. So as there is a PowerPoint presentation, one can use a step-by-step approach. One may use comparison, show what is the good, what are the strengths. They can easily comprehend and remove the complexities by analyzing and synthesizing complexities. So it is very easy for us. Otherwise, if the teacher is continuously engaged on the whiteboard, so maximum time people will write something on that for synthesizing. But that time is saved in PowerPoint, and that point can be or time can be used for synthesizing the information, putting the information in a correct flow, diluting the difficult concepts and complex concepts, and explaining it with the help of animation, graphics, flowcharts, and all. So that way, actually, PowerPoint can be very much effective. And last is increasing spontaneity and interactivity. So once we discuss the points with the audiences, so audience will also get, because it is a visual content is there, it is simplified content is provided. Okay, it is not a one-way communication, it is a two-way communication. So with this, the speaker can actually increase the spontaneity and interactivity with the audiences. So with the visual images, with the different kind of pictures, processes, the audience mind get activated, and there is a spontaneity among the audiences is built, and there is a chance of interactivity. Once your session is interactive, you are actually winning the presentation, and that way the audience also get maximum from the presenter. So this is the potential benefit of using PowerPoint presentation in the classroom, in the management presentation, or in your research conference as well. So if you have your uh, topic, you have to use PowerPoint presentation very effectively. These are the 5 major benefit of using PowerPoint presentation for your presentation. Any question? Any question? If you
No,
want to add any additional benefit, your experience, it is allowed. Right? How many of you actually watch daily soap, Marathi, Hindi? Serials कोण कोण बघतं? किती जण बघता? सगळेजण बघता.
yes, occasionally.
गणपत सर सगळेजण बघतात. तर त्याच्यामध्ये तुम्हाला काय वाटतं की तुम्हाला नेक्स्ट एपिसोड बघावा असा वाटतो का? त्याच्यामध्ये काही इंटरेस्ट तयार होतो का? काय एकदा सिरियल बघितली की संपली, तुम्ही परत नंतर बघत नाही?
यस सर, तो क्युरियोसिटी बनवून ठेवतात ते.
क्युरियोसिटी शेवटच्या 2 सेकंदात 5 सेकंदात ते पुढे काय होणार त्याच्याबद्दल क्युरियोसिटी तयार करतात. बरोबर? म्हणजे तुम्ही परत तो पुढचा भाग उद्या मी कधी बघेल, 8:30 कधी वाजतील, त्याच्यामध्ये आपलं लक्ष केंद्रित होतं आणि आपण बरोबर आपलं माइंड 8:30 वाजता आपण टीव्हीच्या जवळ जाण्याचा प्रयत्न करतो, बरोबर. म्हणजे तो एपिसोड न चुकवण्याचा, कारण त्याच्यामध्ये तेवढं प्युरिसिटी आहे. म्हणजे ते कंटेंट कसं आहे त्यांनी केलेलं आहे की द ऑडियन्स शुड बी इंटिग्रेटेड विथ दॅट कॉन्टेंट. त्यांना पुढे काय होईल याच्याबद्दल इंटरेस्ट तयार झालेला आहे आणि तुम्ही काय बघायचंय, तुम्हाला काय मेसेज द्यायचा आहे ते तुम्हाला त्याच्यातनं दाखवायचं आहे. म्हणजे आपले लेक्चर्स पण अशा पद्धतीने जर असतील तर आपल्या स्टुडंटमध्ये तेवढा इंटरेस्ट होईल की सर उद्या काय शिकवणार आहेत, टीचर काय शिकवणार आहेत. ओके, आपण लेक्चर अटेंड करायला पाहिजे, आपल्याला काहीतरी खूप चांगली माहिती मिळते, आपल्याला काहीतरी आवडलं तरच आपण ते परत करतो. ओके, तर सिमिलरली द स्टुडंट्स ऑल्सो have the same psychology. If they like something, they are interested and they want to attend it later on as well. Many of the time we face that students are not much attentive in the class. का तर देर आर एन नंबर ऑफ रिझन्स. फर्स्ट इज आपण प्रेझेंटेशन वापरतो, त्याच्यामध्ये बरेचसे वेळेला आपण टेक्स्च्युअल इन्फॉर्मेशन ठेवतो, ती आपण वाचतो. मुलं कन्फ्यूज होतात की टेक्स्च्युअल इन्फॉर्मेशन वाचायची का टीचर काय म्हणतोय ते ऐकायचं, व्हॉट वी वॉन्ट टू से. त्याच्यामध्ये काही व्हिज्युअल आस्पेक्ट नसतात, काही मोटिवेशन नसतं बऱ्याच वेळेला त्याच्यामुळं. आणि आता काय होतं, बिकॉज ऑफ द इंटरनेट स्टुडंट्स आर मोर स्मार्ट, सो दे गेट द कॉन्टेंट ऑलरेडी. So if you are taken some of the content from some of the site, student know what from where they have taken. So it is very essential to, instead of putting what you are teaching in the slide, put mainly the points. Okay, and allow your and speak for at least 2 minutes, 3 minutes on each point. Okay, when you are speaking, only the point is there. So suppose right now I have taught you the potential benefit. So this potential benefit has 5 total benefits, but I have arranged it in a so way that it is a colorful, it is a job, it is a diagrammatic representation. There is a point 01, 02, 03, 04, and there is a very small text I have used, so that I will not miss any point and I can elaborate on each and every time, each and every point. Suppose if I have a time, I can speak for 10 minutes on 01 point, that is increasing visual aspect. So that much content you should have so that you can actually pass it to your students. So presentation gives you the anchoring point as well. Suppose you have less time, you can explain it in a shorter way. If you have more time, you can explain it in a broader way. I can just explain these 5 points for 1.5 hours as well. But if I am just taking this slide, then that is not the objective of the class. I just want to show you how effectively you can design a presentation. Okay, so for that I am just explaining this for 3 to 4 minutes, but I am covering all the points. I have not written all the thing on my PowerPoint slide. So these are the additional advantages of using PowerPoint. All your points are there in front of you. You will not miss any point, and there will be a logical connection between the content and with the audiences and with the speaker, right? Now what are the challenges? We have seen that yes, these are the 5 points through which we can use PowerPoint in a very better way. Okay, but there are few challenges which are there using PowerPoint presentation in classroom. So these are the teacher centered, lack of feedback, student inactivity, potential reductive, note taking, and visually clutter. So these are the 6 challenges what PowerPoint can increase. So we will discuss this point from the interactive. So what is teacher centered? Normally 90% of the presentation are presentation centered, presenter centered, and this is the biggest challenge, and this is the biggest drawback as well, because we want to put everything what we want to say on the PowerPoint slide. So it is just our role is to read it in front of the audiences, and it becomes presentation inside. It is not interactive, it is not user specific. If your presentation is not related to your students, if it is not going to benefit to the students, it is not centered towards what the student want, then obviously your presentation will not be effective. So normally, the normal presentation, people try to put maximum information on the PowerPoint slide, and it becomes a presenter centered. So the presenter is just putting the slides, going to the next slide, reading the slides, discussing, throwing the information, and it is, the audience is passive. They are not interested in what you are teaching. Okay, it is completely a teacher centered or the presenter centered. Second challenge is lack of feedback. So once we are using PowerPoint presentation, the presenter is keep coming, is speaking, explaining one slide, after that second slide, third slide, it may be reading or something. So there is no feedback from the audience, and for suppose if for your class, it is, there is no feedback from your student, whether they understood, whether they comprehended, whether they liked, whether they are interested or they impressed. We don't get any feedback. And for effective communication, there should be a great level of feedback. If it is a feedback, then it will be more uh, positive for the presenter to adjust its content. Suppose a feedback is there, like I asked, shall I speak in English or Marathi? So you spoke, few of them you asked Marathi, say some said yes, we, English is okay. So based on the audience feedback, I can actually put my delivery methodology. Okay, I can understand of how many, I have asked your coordinator how many people are there. So I know that there are the 40 participants. I know your background. Okay, so I am expecting you some kind of information from you as well. If you give the feedback, it may be a chat, through chat, or you unmute and speak with me. So that way I can actually mold my session. Okay, so I can understand what point is more essential for your my audiences, and I will stress more point on that. So in PowerPoint, if one is just using PowerPoint slides, then there is a lack of feedback. Similarly, there is an inactivity. Always after one slide, there is another slide, then third slide, fourth slide. The presenter is keep going on saying. So there is no logical connection between your presentation and your audiences. So your audiences are becoming inactive, and they will stop thinking, and they will stop interacting with the content as well. They will not ask question because they are not understood the concept itself. So when it is a class, so that time it may be that use of PowerPoint may create an inactivity in the class. So you may also observe some time that when you are presenting the information, people are not interested in the slides. They are either reading the slides or writing something. They are not giving the answers as well. They are not asking the questions as well. So the PowerPoint presentations can build a student inactivity as well. Then potential reductive. So people are reductant. So they will not put their views, thoughts, queries, questions, and make the session more active. So they will just passively learn or give the attention. 100% they will not. So PowerPoint presentation may be a potential reductive. Note taking. So people are more writing down what the presentation slides are have there. So they want to write the whatever there is in the screen, they want to write it in the notepad. So instead of giving attention to the speaker, what the speaker is saying, what the teacher is explaining, people are more, or the students are more busy in writing or taking the notes. It should not be happen, and visually cluttered. So many of the people, the slides, they have huge text, big, many of the figures, many of the images they use it, and that is the visually clutter. So the student or your audiences will not get mental connection or anchoring points with what they should focus. They see five images here, few text here. There is no proper way of formattings and all. So there is a visual clutter, and visual clutter information is very much dangerous. So no one can understand which is the highlighting point, which is the main point, what are the sub points. Okay, so instead of being a positive, if your PowerPoint presentation is not good, then it will create a lot of challenges to your audiences. So it may be your presentation may be a presenter centered or teacher centered. It may be your audiences will not speak with you, interact with you. Okay, it may be they are reluctant to think beyond, ask question. They may be busy in note taking. Whatever the slides information is there, they are wanting to write it into their notepad, and lot of visual information may distract the mind. Now suppose if you see this slide, so here these are the 6 major points. I have used it with this different colors of blocks, and maximum slide color is white, so there is no visual clutter. So everyone is clearly understanding that these are the 6 challenges, and their mind is also focused. Is it true or false? Have you understood these 6 challenges?
Yes, sir, and it is true.
Yes. So though it is a note making, so you can write 6 points very easily, and maximum time you are listening to me what I am saying. Okay. But instead of that, if I write a paragraph about teacher centered, I can write a paragraph about lack of feedback, I can write about student inactivity. So I can fill the entire slide with the text, or I can use 2 images for say teacher centered, 2 images for lack of feedback. So that will be 12 images will be there, which may visually clutter the information, and you will not understand which information is important and which points are important. Your maximum time will see the images and analyzing those images. Okay, so the bad PowerPoint presentation can be very challenges when it may be a teacher centered, it may have the lack of feedback, it may student inactivity, potential reductiveness. People spend much more time on note making, and which because of the visually cluttered, they will not understand what exactly the speaker is saying, and they cannot relate it with what they are saying. Understood? So what you understood from this, what you
Yes,
have
sir.
to reduce? तुम्हाला काय कळलं म्हणजे चॅलेंजेस काय काय आहेत, तर ते तुम्ही चॅलेंजेस तुम्ही टाळायला पाहिजे व्हेन यू आर डिझायनिंग अ प्रेझेंटेशन, राईट?
Too much content should not be there in the slide.
शुड नॉट बी देअर. त्याच्यामध्ये लोकांना तुम्ही कन्फ्युज करायला नाही पाहिजे. अजून तुमचे पॉइंट क्लिअरली मेन्शन करायला पाहिजे, मेंटेन करायला पाहिजे. ते कुठल्या टॉपिक अंडर येतात तो टॉपिक पण व्यवस्थित हायलाइट व्हायला पाहिजे. अजून काय?
मजकूर अचूक व तंतोतंत असावा.
आवाज कमी येतोय.
मजकूर अचूक व तंतोतंत असावा.
मजकूर अचूक आणि तंतोतंत तो तर असायलाच पाहिजे. मजकूर अचूक असायला पाहिजे, पण तो एकदम सिम्प्लिफाईड म्हणजे फक्त पॉइंट्स असायला पाहिजे, अँकर पॉइंट. त्याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला स्कोप असायला पाहिजे की आपल्याला जेवढं एक्झाम्पल जेवढं बोलता येईल तेवढं प्रत्येक पॉइंट वरती बोलता यायला पाहिजे.
बरोबर.
कारण आपल्याला जे बोलायचं ते आपण जर पॉवर पॉईंट प्रेझेंटेशनवर टाकलं तर ह्युमन सायकोलॉजी काय आहे की जे समोर आहे ते सांगायच्या ऐवजी आपण वाचून दाखवायला प्रयत्न करतो. बऱ्याचशा रिसर्च कॉन्फरन्सेस मध्ये मी हे ऑब्झर्व केलं की लोक इंट्रोडक्शन, त्यांचं रिसर्च मेथड, त्यांचे आउटपुट, कन्क्लुजन पॉइंट मध्ये नसल्यामुळं ते पूर्ण डिस्क्रिप्शन मध्ये लिहितात, आणि मग ते एक्सप्लेन करायच्या ऐवजी ते वाचून दाखवतात. आता तुमचा समोरचा जो ऑडियन्स आहे त्यांना इंग्लिश येतच ना वाचायला, इंग्लिश येतं, मराठी येतं, हिंदी येतं, व्हॉट एव्हर इट मे बी. जर त्यांना वाचता येत असेल तर तुम्ही एक्सप्लेन करायची किंवा वाचून दाखवायची गरजच नाहीये ना. तर मेन पॉइंट्स मध्ये तुमचे इन्फॉर्मेशन असायला पाहिजे. नाहीतर काय होतं की ते टीचर सेंटर्ड होतं. मग लोक काय करतात की वैतागतात, जाऊ देत ना, त्याला बोलतोय तर त्याला बोलू देत, आपण कशाला मध्ये बोलायचं. ओके, त्याच्यामुळे ऍक्टिव्हिटी, इंटरॅक्टिव्हिटी वाढत नाही, स्टुडंट पण प्रश्न विचारत नाही. मुलं काय काय जे सिन्सिअर असतात ते स्लाइड वरती काय लिहिलं आहे तेच वाचायचा प्रयत्न करतात. व्हिज्युअली खूप इन्फॉर्मेशन असली तर ती कॉम्प्रिहेंड करायला, ती समजायला वेळ लागतो. बरोबर? तुमचे काय अनुभव असेल तर ते पण शेअर करा पॉवर पॉइंट प्रेझेंटेशन वापरताना. तुमचे मुलं जे आहेत ती तेवढी अटेंटिव्ह असतात का, किंवा तुम्ही कॉन्फरन्स मध्ये गेल्यावर तुम्ही तेवढं इफेक्टिव्हली प्रेझेंटेशन हे करता का? बाकीच्या लोकांचे प्रेझेंटेशन कसे असतात, इफेक्टिव्ह होतात का? तुम्हाला एखादं चांगलं प्रेझेंटेशन आवडलं असेल तर त्याच्यामध्ये काय काय वेगळं होतं की बाकीच्या प्रेझेंटेशन पेक्षा?
सर जर का ॲनिमेशनचा जास्त वापर केला गेला
हम्म.
तर त्याच्यामध्ये विद्यार्थ्यांचं लक्ष त्या स्लाइडकडे जास्त असतं
हम्म.
आणि त्याच्यामुळे विद्यार्थी जास्त कनेक्टेड होतात. कारण की त्यांना काहीतरी हालचाल दिसते.
बर.
त्याच्यामुळे विद्यार्थी टचमध्ये राहतात.
राईट. बर. येस. ॲनिमेशनचा वापर करायला पाहिजे. अजून
Many times we observe.
बोला. सुनील बोलतायत. सुनील बोला.
हा, बऱ्याच वेळेला आपण ऑब्झर्व करतो की वाचून दाखवतात नुसतं.
बरोबर.
That is very wrong.
तुम्ही बहुतेक दोन वेळा लॉग इन केलंय. त्यामुळे व्हिडिओ दोनदा येतो. माझा पण दोनदा येतो. एक मिनिट. हॅलो.
हा हॅलो सर.
हॅलो. बोला. बोला.
आवाज रिपीट होतोय
सर. आवाज रिपीट होतोय. ओके. काही प्रॉब्लेम असेल ऍक्च्युली एकाच लॉग इन मध्ये तर तो प्रॉब्लेम होतो. मला असं वाटतंय आपण परत एकदा एक्झिट होऊन परत लॉग इन व्हावं.
हो सर, एक्झिट होऊन पुन्हा लॉग इन होतो.
ओके.
तर तुमचा मोबाईल पण
नाही सगळ्यांचंच होतोय. माझा
अच्छा.
खूप इन्फॉर्मेशन, खूप इमेजेस वगैरे त्याच्यामध्ये दाखवायला नाही पाहिजे. मेजर पॉईंट जे आहेत ते आपले दोज पॉईंट शुड बी ऑन युअर स्क्रीन. त्याच्यावर तुम्हाला किती वेळ पण बोलता यायला पाहिजे मेन, आणि त्यातले सगळे पॉईंट कव्हर पण व्हायला पाहिजे. म्हणजे असं नाही की फक्त 2च पॉईंट कव्हर झाले, बाकीचे राहिले नाहीत. एक पॉवर पॉईंट प्रेझेंटेशनचा ऍडव्हान्टेज होतो की तुमचे पॉईंट्स, तुम्हाला जे काय बोलायचे, ऑल दोज पॉईंट्स आर इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. ओके. बट दे शुड नॉट बी इन डिटेल सो दॅट यू विल नॉट टेम्प्ट टू रीड दोज. पण जर ते खूप असतील तर ते एकतर व्हिज्युअली क्लटर होतात, लोकांना ते आवडत नाही. पीपल बी मोर पॅसिव्ह. ओके. सो दीज आर द challenges of using PowerPoint. We have to omit these challenges or overcome these challenges and make PowerPoint presentation as an effective presentation. Okay. So we'll move to the next because we don't have that much time. We'll have discussions on this. So what are the main thing we have to learn about PowerPoint presentation or basic guidelines when we are designing the presentation? First is fonts and text. So select a single sans serif font such as Arial or Helvetica. Okay, so these are the Arial and Helvetica fonts are commonly used. They are bold and it is representing all characters or alphabets in a specific way. So they are more readable, right? Second, use no font size smaller than 24 points. So PowerPoint presentation is not a one-to-way one communication. So it is one-to-many. So your student, last page student, should also can see what the topic is, what the text is written on the slide. So your point should not be below 24 points. When up to 24 points, you can have your textual information, right? Use the same font for all your headlines. So this is the headline, and try to maintain the same headline text or font so that people will not, people can easily interact and understand, yeah, this is the title text, this is the information text. Okay. Select a font for body copy and another for headline. So there should be two fonts, one font for the body copy and one for the headline. So fonts and text is a headline, and these the bulleted points are the body copy. Okay, so you can have two different fonts if you want. Use bold and different sizes of those fonts for captions and subheadings. So you have to explain that this is the main headline and these are the subpoints. So you can increase or decrease the font size, as well as you can make it bold or whatever the thing. It is similar to your Word documentation. So only the thing is that your font size should be more than 24 points, and there should be a same fonts should be used for all the next slides. Okay, there should be a separate font for headline and separate font for body text. And don't use more than four fonts. So four fonts, more than four fonts or colors can create a visual clutter, and people will not understand why this font is this, what is for that. So our mind is actually attached with lot of background information, and it creates a chaotic situation. So it may not, the audience will not concentrate if you use more fonts. So ideally up to 4 points you can use, up to four fonts you can use, but ideally two fonts is sufficient, one for headline and second for your body text. Understood? Use different colors, sizes and styles, that is bold, underline, italics, to have the spatial impact. Okay, if you are using text, so you should use different colors, sizes, styles. Avoid italics fonts. So italics fonts are not easy to understand, not easy to read as well. So try to avoid italic size fonts. Instead of that, you can use bold, you can underline, and you can highlight your words. Avoid long sentences. So don't use long sentences which have 15 words or multiple compound statements, so that will need to read. Okay, if it is a long sentence is there, you try to read instead of explain. So try to avoid long sentences. Avoid abbreviations and acronyms. So don't use abbreviations. Like abbreviations means ISBJ, that is International School of Broadcast Journalism. So abbreviations, if you are using abbreviations, the audience will not understand what that abbreviation is or acronyms is. So your text should also be easy to understand. No more than 6 to 8 words per line. So as it is the third point, avoid long sentence, but your sentence should be short sentence, and it should have maximum 6 to 8 words. The small short text information, you can read it and you can explain it as well. So if you are reading it as well, people will not understand that you read it. Okay, they will try to see that you are explaining, because if it is a short sentence, then you want to explain that short sentences as well. Okay, so your credibility of explaining the concept is more, and people will try to give attention to what you are saying rather than what is written on your PowerPoint presentation. And do not use all caps except for titles. So don't use capital letters everywhere. Many of the presentations I have seen that they type the information in all capital letters. All the capital letters, it is visually not appealing as well, and it is not people will understand in a proper way as well. Then design and graphics. Include only necessary information. Don't put unnecessary information. Okay, if you want one photo, put one photo itself. Don't make 4 or 5 photos, or don't make a paragraph unnecessarily paragraph. Okay, so try to put only the things which you want to explain or which you need to explain. Okay, so it may be a graphics through which you can explain. As someone said, there is an animation, so include a small animation or a small video clip or 2-3 images, but don't include everything on one slide. Try to get the information, necessary information on your slide. Limit the information to essential. So there should be not too much concept should be explained in a one slide itself. Limit the information to essential. Now I am using point wise. So there might be 6-7 points, but if I present 6-7 points total together, it will not, you will not get what is exactly the necessary information. As I am just putting one point at a time, you can know that yeah, there is some another point. So at the same time, there will not be a too much text on the screen. Only the essential information or essential points will be there on the screen. Use colors that contrast and complement. So use complements colors like dark colors on white background. So blue, red, this purple. So it is, or even black, it is highlighting. It is properly readable and it is creating aesthetics as well. Too many slides can lose your audiences. So how many slides should be there? So it should be for a 1 hour, ideally there should be 12 to 15 maximum slides should be there. Okay, so at least 5 to 6 minutes you have to spend explaining what is there on the content. Okay, I have seen that many of the people have 40, 45, 60 slides, and within a half an hour they try to cover everything. So that is the information overload. So normally, if you have a proper slide, you have to explain or spend at least 5 to 6 minutes on each slide, so that people can understand. You can maintain this speed. You can actually comprehend what the information is there, and you are putting the essential information. Keep the background consistent and subtle. So don't change the background of each slide differently. Don't put unnecessarily images. Many people put a background image to every slide. They use different kind of fonts. Okay, one, they have, each slide will have different design. It is not necessary, because you have established a strong mental connection with your audiences, and this visual disturbance may create or distract your audiences from your content. Okay, so keep the same background throughout the headline, the way you are presenting. You have noticed that whatever the presentation, I have used completely plain white background, and I have put some of the blocks or text with some of the bold colors, and this, and all the points are in the point, and they are coming one by one. So there is a logical connection. Our mind is actually settled for that. If suddenly something comes out, there is a distraction, and people don't like this distraction. So that way you can actually deviate your audiences. So keep your background consistent, your design consistent, so that you can always have a strong connection with your audiences. Limit the number of transitions used. So don't use many transitions. Don't use same transition for everything. Try to use simple transitions, so that there will not be a visual jerk. Okay, so the point is coming one by one. So this is the simple transition I am used. There are a number of transitions, but it is not used. Many people use different transition for each slide. So that will also give a visual jerk. For first two slide, people enjoy, but for every slide, if there is a different transitions, people are getting bored. There, it will be a heavy dose for the audiences as well, and it is the audience mind get disturbed. Okay. Then design and graphics into that. Use one or two large images rather than several small images. So instead of 6-7 images, you can use one or two image. Arrange images vertically or horizontally. Don't randomly keep your images. Either you can arrange your images vertically or horizontally. Avoid flashy images. So there are like lot of flashy or distracting images. So avoid that. Even there are a lot of animation effects. One point is coming from left corner, another is coming from right corner, and it is distracting. Okay, so avoid such kind of noisy animations or effects as well. Use quality clip art and use it sparingly. So instead of images as well, use clip art. so that it is related to your topic, and don't use everywhere. Use it wherever it is required. Okay. Use only enough text when using charts or graphical image. So when you are putting some kind of charts, graphical images, pie charts, that time you put lot of text. So many of the people in research conference, along with the charts, they put lot of information as well. So it is difficult to explain and concentrate on chart. So just put whatever the required information along with your charts and graphical images. So what is exactly these things? You have to keep your presentation simple. Simple is not very simple. To maintain simplicity is very critical. And simplicity is actually creates a great connection with your audiences. Next is colors. Limit the number of colors on a single screen. Don't use many colors at a time. Vibrant colors are difficult to read, so use plain colors, palette colors. Don't use flashy colors. Use no more than 4 colors. Don't go for many 4 colors, 5 colors, or rigid colors. Colors may project differently than what happens on the monitor. Sometimes whatever the colors you are using in PowerPoint, so when you are projecting it on the screen or on your projector, so that color may get changed. So if you are using red color, something different red color, it may not project what the red color is. It may happen something different color on the projector. So whatever the normal colors given in the PowerPoint presentation in the tool, you have to use those colors only. Okay. Otherwise, whatever the colors you are using, it may not use the same when you are projecting. So you have to be simple. Don't use more than 4 colors. Use only the palette colors. Don't use flashy colors. Okay. If you keep these guidelines, your presentation will be surely enhancing. So next we'll move to the content mapping. Before that, any question, any clarity you want on what we have discussed? Any discussion?
No, sir, we can go ahead. No problem.
Okay. So here I have given you how you can use text, fonts, colors, and how you can create the consistent slides, designs. Okay. So there should not be a visual jerk. Okay. Every time it is not necessary to have the images on your screen. So your point should be coming one by one. It gives you logical explanation, as well as it is giving you a short information on each slide. Okay, you are not explaining many concepts in a one slide. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now we'll see the content mapping. So main is that why we are using PowerPoint presentation. We want to convey the information to our audiences, right? When we are teacher, so we want to explain whatever the concepts are there to the student using PowerPoint presentation. So content or information is the major thing on the PowerPoint slide. So how we can map the different type of content? So what are the normal when you are teaching, what are the different kind of content you use? Yes. What are the different content mapping? So suppose I want to explain types of water pollution. So how I can use PowerPoint?
You can write what are the factors those are causing water pollution.
Yes. So the factors. So how you are making those factors in points, right?
Yes.
So point 1, point 2, point 3, first factor, second factor, third factor. So instead of explaining your text in a paragraph, if you put in a list or topic wise, your student list will understand it more better way, right? So listing is one of the content mapping. Another if you want to teach the how to purify water, then
Diagrams may be used.
Diagrams and videos.
diagrams, videos, plus
A flow chart.
yes, flow chart. So it is a step-by-step process you will be explaining, right? Many times we do not get animation. Many times we don't get videos as well. Videos and animation are additional content, which is good for explaining. But if you don't have animation or videos, you can explain it with the flow chart or process chart. So second content mapping is process. So through processes, you can explain the concept, right? So plus, what are the ill effects of water pollution? How you can explain? So it may be 5 to 6 different kind of ill impacts on the of water pollution. Okay. So again, these are in the points. First point, second point. Along with each point, you can show one image. Okay, or some kind of videos as well. So point-wise explanation. Then many of the time we have to explain the processes. Apart from that, we want to compare, okay, pros and cons. Okay, so we can compare water pollution with land pollution, whatever it may be. So comparisons we use. Sometimes we have to show the historical movement or development, that is timeline. Okay, when is the internet started? When was the first G internet services? 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G started. So we can have a logical periodical information. So we can represent it with the timelines. So we have to, when we are teaching, mainly the content, you have to map it with these techniques. So either you can map your content with points or list wise. Otherwise, you can explain it with the process, timeline, or comparison. Advantage, disadvantage, pros, con, compare, okay, distinguish. So these are the comparison. Timeline, so development, growth, okay, the change happened, okay. So if I asked you to create a timeline of COVID, okay, so from which time the COVID started, when was the first lockdown, second lockdown, third lockdown, then what is, when is unlock first, unlock two, unlock three, what is the progression of vaccine development, what, so that everything you can put or show it through timeline. So whatever the information is there, you have to identify that information and convert it into or map into either points or list, processes, timeline, or comparison. Okay. Apart from there, there are other mapping, content mapping as well. But maximum time we need points or list or processes, timeline or comparison. Yes or no?
Yes.
Apart from this, anybody who have used something different? So diagram, animation, they can be the process, they can fall under process, right? So you have to identify what type of your content is and how you can convert or map this your content either of this four type, either point or list, process, timeline, and comparison. When you map your content, it is very easy for you to put your slides on, design the slides. Okay, now under content mapping, I have 4 points, that is points or list, process, timeline, and comparison. So I have used these 4 blocks. So I have not put that 1 point or list, second process, third timeline, fourth comparison. I can do that as well, right? If you see my earlier slides, I have used simple points. Okay, so all these are the points, right? But I have used only bulleted points. But here I have used 4 blocks. So I have created a visual representation, right? So what are the content mapping points? First is point or list, process, timeline, comparison. You have to identify your text and map it to the existing process. And for each mapping, there are PowerPoint templates given. So you have to, you are not a graphics designer or animator. You can just use the template. So I will show you some of the templates which are easily there and you can edit it as per your reference. So list. So suppose there are 4 items. Okay. So this is the sample text 02, 03, 04. So in sample text, so you can consider this previous slide itself. These are the 4 points. So I can use this template as well. That is 01 is for points, 02 is for comparison or process, 03 is for comparison, 04 is for timeline, and I can just put the sample text with that text and write a simple sentence about that. Okay, so there is no need, you should be a good graphic designer. If you want to use 3D structure, you can use this template as well. You can have this structure as well, jigsaw puzzle. So point 1 can be explained here, point 2, point 3, point 4. So if there is a no logical sequencing of the points, you can use this tool, the broken jigsaw puzzle. You can use this circular design as well. That is sample text, first point here, second point here, third point, fourth point. So these are the ready-made templates. You can use those. Again, you can use this kind of presentation, first point, second point, third point. You can describe the text in short, and your information is, you can represent this information in this form. You can use this template as well. So every time you don't have to use one. So if it is your process is there, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, you can use this 4-step process template as well. Simple list as well, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 is with the color, invest in marketing. Second is activate your loyal customer. So this may, there are a number of different kind of templates you can use for putting. Suppose you have 4 points, then I have given this different kind of option how you can represent your 4 points. So your text will not be a heavy slide, will not be your text slide will not be heavy. You will just anchor point, point number 01, 02, 03, 4, description of the point, and a simple image with a visuals. Okay, it is not a visual clutter. It is not. It is very simple. It is professional looking, professional as well. Okay, so you can use a ready-made templates. So 4-point graph. So these are the, suppose you want to use strength, weakness, opportunity, threats. So you want to analyze those. You can use this kind of slide as well. Suppose you have 5 points, then you can in a sequence order 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you can use this template. This template 5, which I already used when I was explaining the potential. Okay, this is another template. If you have 5 points, use this 5-point template. I will explain you how to use that as well. Don't worry. Then if you have 6 points, then you can use this template. 3 points here, 3 points on the right side. So 6 points template. If you have 7 points, then you can use this template. Okay, if you have 8 points, you can use this template. So depending upon this template is also okay. You can add additional text information. This is also, if you have 8 points, you can use this template. So if you use the existing templates, then you can design the PowerPoint presentation very effectively. Suppose you want to show the process. So A, B, C, D, E. So first step, second step, third step, fourth step, and fifth step. So you can use this template. So this is the arrow process chart as well. So first phase, second step, third, fourth, and fifth. So it is giving you the logical order as well. Okay. If it is 01, then go to the 02 stage. Then from 02 go to 03, and from 03 go to 04. So these are the various, even through arrow 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can put all the points, 5 points, step by step, growth metaphor. So step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. So you can use the representative titles. These are the available free templates. I will share this PowerPoint presentation so that you will get all these PowerPoint presentation slides as well, and you can immediately easily replace the content as per your way. So journey as well, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So your school education, higher education, college education, research education. So journey, if you want to show something, how the development has happened, you can use this template. 4-step process. Then this is a step, arrow step, one arrow, first step, then move to the next, move to the next, cyclic. If you have 6 steps, then you can use this. This is the time. For timeline, I'm just getting more because I want to use the time. Then for showing 4 years, 1, 2, 3, 4. What happened in 18, what happened in 19, 20, and 21. So you can represent with this timeline as well. You can month-wise also say what happened in January, what happened in February, what in March, April, May. You can use this for time as well, for date as well. You can use the timelines, different journey roadmaps. You can use this. Even role map is used like 18, 19, 20, 22. So you can have this point and then explain this in this. For comparison, you can use left hand side with right hand side. Pros and cons, you can show it using this. This is also you can use for advantage, disadvantage, pros, cons, or comparing two different aspects. So this way, it is not for making a PowerPoint presentation very difficult. You have to use the template which are available, and you can change the So what are usual aspects of these practices of using PowerPoint? The presentation should be very simple. It should be concrete. Whatever the information there, necessary information should be there on the slide. It should be credible. So whatever the information you are taking, you try to give it the references, resources, quotes, whatever, so that it gives you value to your credibility, and it should be beneficial for the student, for the researcher, for your management, to whomever you are giving the presentation. So your message is more important, and how you are conveying strongly that message using PowerPoint is very effective. So try to keep your presentation simple. Try to make only those points which you want to explain in a logical structure. Try to give, if you are using some kind of data or charts or some kind of bytes, quotes, try to give the references there itself so that your credibility is getting increased. And at the end, your student, your management, your research fraternity, to whom you are giving the presentation should get benefited. Okay. Okay. So this way, don't try to make come all the text on the slides. Don't make too much blocks. It is confusing. The background color is not actually contradicting with the information. So the information is not properly fixed. So try to use pictures for representing your points. Use bullet points rather than paragraph. So wherever I have used points, it is bullet points. Don't try to use paragraph. Try to put point-wise information. Use videos to add engagements. Use different kind of information on each of the slide is clear and easily understood. So it is a comparison. So whatever you are presenting, it should be clearly understood. Quality is required, quantity is not. So number of slides, that doesn't mean that your presentation is good. Whatever 10, 15 slides are there, they should be very good design so that the quality of your presentation should be better. Instead of 40 slides for one session, you try to make 10 slides, but they should be a quality slides. Make it actionable. Try to give assignments. Try to ask questions in between. Try to give some kind of activity when you are teaching. Put some kind of problem for problem solving, knowledge application. Ask students how they can apply this knowledge to a scenario. Ask them, give a situation so that they can transfer their knowledge, so that only not content or not information, but try to make actionable content so that your class should be active. Okay, so these are the through which you can actually build good actionable content. Try to use gains 9 events, that is gain attention, inform learners, uh, stimulate recall or prior learning, present information, provide learner guidance, check the performance, provide feedback, assess performance, enhance retention and transfer. So whatever we have discussed from the beginning, I try to use this gains 9 event in each of the presentation, including this presentation as well. So actually we are running out of the time. Who is the coordinator? Hello.
Hello.
Actually I want to show how to edit the templates as well, plus few of the technical aspects of the presentation, but there is a delay in the time. So what should I do? Shall I stop the presentation and can conduct the presentation somewhere sometime other?
Yes sir. कुणाचे काही प्रश्न वगैरे असतील तर 5 मिनिटांमध्ये घेऊ शकतो सर आपण.
I have seen that good feedback is given by the people. They like my presentation, information. I will share this presentation.
Sir, please, can you quickly show the editing of template, please, sir, quickly?
Yes, yes. Within 5 minutes, if you extend, and if you all are wanting to be there, I will just explain how you can use the template. Shall I? Professor Harshil? Can I take more 5 minutes?
रिसोर्स पर्सन आलेले नेक्स्ट.
ओके.
येस सर.
आपण कधीतरी पुढच्या तुम्ही मला वेळ सांगा अगोदर, मग आपण थोडं 10-15 मिनिटांसाठी परत कनेक्ट होऊन मी त्यांना सांगेन.
हो सर, हो सर.
ओके. काही प्रश्न आहे अजून? ऍक्च्युली 1.5 तास कमी पडतो, पण आपण नंतर परत एक 10-15 मिनिटांसाठी कनेक्ट होऊन आपण मी तुम्हाला एक्सप्लेन करेन.
चालेल सर. ओके, थँक्यू सर.
ओके.
आज या दुपारच्या सेशन मध्ये डॉक्टर राजू गोडे सरांनी डिझायनिंग इफेक्टिव्ह पॉवर पॉइंट प्रेझेंटेशन या अंतर्गत डिझायनिंग इफेक्टिव्ह स्लाइड्स, फॉन्ट, टेक्स्ट, डिझाईन, ग्राफिक्स, कलर्स इत्यादी घटकांच्या द्वारे अतिशय साध्या, सरळ व सोप्या भाषेमध्ये आपल्याला डिझायनिंग इफेक्टिव्ह पॉवर पॉइंट प्रेझेंटेशन बद्दल माहिती दिली. त्याबद्दल UGC HRDC सेंटर पुणे युनिव्हर्सिटी पुणे व PO नाहाटा महाविद्यालय भुसावळ यांच्या वतीने मी सरांचे मनपूर्वक आभार मानतो. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच सर.
थँक्यू ऑल पार्टिसिपेंट्स. तुम्ही दुपारचं सेशन पण चांगल्या पद्धतीने ऐकलं. ऑनलाईनला जरा डिलिव्हरीला आहेत इश्यू, प्लस वेळेचा पण अभाव होता, त्यामुळे बऱ्याचशा गोष्टी मला काही सांगता आल्या नाही. पण कोणाला जर काही प्रश्न वगैरे विचारायचे असतील तर मी माझा ईमेल पण दिलेला आहे, आणि मी माझा मोबाईल नंबर पण तुमच्याशी शेअर करतो. कोणाला जर काही प्रश्न असतील, काही डिस्कस करायचं असेल तर मला व्हॉट्सअपवरती, हा नंबर व्हॉट्सअपवरती आहे, तुमचं नाव सांगून फक्त या FDPचा रेफरन्स द्या, आपण त्याच्यावरती हे करू. आणि हर्षल सरांना मी विनंती करतो की 5-10 मिनिटांसाठी नंतर तुम्ही बहुतेक 10-12 दिवसाचा तरी हा FDP असेल, तर एखाद्या सेशनमध्ये जेव्हा वेळ असेल त्यावेळेस मग मी कनेक्ट होऊन तुम्हाला टेम्पलेट कसे वापरायचे, काही टेक्निकल ॲस्पेक्ट जे आहेत, कारण मी अर्धवट माहिती दिल्यावर मला जरा बेचैन होत आहे की तुम्हाला मी पूर्ण इन्फॉर्मेशन नाही देऊ शकलो, पण वेळेच्या अभावी आपल्याला थोडा डिसिजन घ्यायला लागतं. तर मी हे प्रेझेंटेशन हर्षल सरांबरोबर पण शेअर करतो, आणि हर्षल सरांना विनंती करतो की तुम्ही सगळ्या पार्टिसिपेंटला हे पॉवर पॉईंट प्रेझेंटेशन शेअर करावं.
हो सर, चालेल.
ओके
सर, तुमचा मोबाईल नंबर अपूर्ण आहे, 2 डिजिट कमी आहेत.
येस, 9823.
सर आम्ही सर्वांना सेंड करू सर ते.
29 राहिलं मध्ये.
फारच छान,
थँक्यू थँक्यू.
फारच सुंदर होतं सर.
ओके,
खूपच
थँक्यू.
सुंदर होतं सर प्रेझेंटेशन.
येस
थँक्यू सर.
येस येस, थँक्यू. भेटू आपण परत एकदा.
हो सर, नक्की नक्की.
एक्झिट करू मी आता.
हो सर, करायचं सर.
ओके.
उन्होंने नांदेड़ विद्यापीठ में बहुत सारे कॉन्फ्रेंस, वर्कशॉप और सिंपोसियम आयोजित किए हैं. उन्होंने स्वयं पे कोर्स डिजाइन भी किया है. ऐसे एक व्यासंगी ज्ञानी व्यक्तिमत्व हमारे अंदर है. तो मैं सर से विनती करता हूं कि आप इस अंतिम सेशन को शुरू करें. श्री भुवनेश महामुने, स्वामी रामातीर्थ मराठवाडा विद्यापीठ, नांदेड़. हाँ सर.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for a brief introduction. It's really my pleasure to be with you and discuss this a new idea. I can call it new idea because currently I think everyone wants to work with this digital content creation. Okay, so before starting my session, let me thanks and let me congratulate to all the organizers for this faculty development program, especially Dr. Rashmi Sharma ma'am and you, of course. Yes, for taking efforts to organize this FDP. A special congratulations to Dr. Bharate sir, who is principal to Bhusawal Arts, Science and PO Nahata Commerce College, and to the complete team of organizers for this FDP. Because I think this pandemic situation teaches a new way for teaching, due to which we also looking forward for grabbing the opportunity to learn something new and beyond our domain. Because I think in this FDP there are several people who are registered are from different backgrounds, different domain in which they are studying, they are learning, and they are teaching also. So this is again to those people who are taking interest in this new topic, which is digital content creation. Is it before starting the session, let me clear to you, is it okay to speak in only one language, or maybe some Hindi, Marathi, is it okay? Because I think I'm checking the participant who are from different backgrounds. So you can comment me in chat box also, so that I can be familiar with you.
You can continue in English, sir, please.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay, in chat box someone says Marathi. Okay, no problem. Wherever it is required, I can use both the language, so that you can understand it clearly. Okay, so let's begin the session. Let me share my screen so that you can have a view to the PPT that I made for this event. Okay. Okay, so I think everyone can see this session, this PPT.
Yes, it's clear.
Okay, so as the sir has introduced me, I am Mr. Mohnish Mahamune. I'm working as an assistant professor in School of Computational Sciences of SRTMU Nanded. And today we are going to discuss the digital content creation. So what exactly the digital content creation? Before that, what exactly the digital learning is? So digital learning is something that we have to use the digital medium, the tools for digital learning. So e-learning is a delivery of learning that involves with some digital tools, like we can call it video sessions or audio lectures, or even with animation supported, or maybe just the images because with the help of images also we can elaborate a step-by-step representation of any process, any module, or any method also. And those are also considered as a digital medium for learning purposes. This digital learning is also considered for learners who to resources. Flexibility in the scheduling means the people who are having tedious job work, or let's say they are busy from in the due to their job or due to whatever the work they are working. Okay, then somewhere is a geographic location is a barrier. Like some people cannot attend the classroom session, cannot go to the college, cannot go to any certification program or any diploma program as such. Okay, and some of the people who are having some resource barrier, like they don't have some kind of tools uh, like any laptop, computer, or even some kind of specialized gadgets. Okay, so what the digital learning is providing, or how this digital learning removing these all barriers in the learning process. So in the flexibility of scheduling, if we talk about, then uh, all of you heard about YouTube. All of you are accessing Facebook. Then there are so many social media applications, right? And all these application providing this digital learning facility without any scheduling. Let's say let's take an example of YouTube videos. So whatever the thing you would like to learn, or whatever the thing you would like to study, you can just type the keyword of that into the YouTube search engine, and it provides a ample of videos which are specifically developed to that process, that method, or that specific tool, or say software, or any kind of thing. Okay, even if you want to learn how to sing, so there are ample of videos on singing, right? So this and there is no barrier, there is no scheduling is required, there is no classroom presence is required, right? You just have a mobile phone and you have an internet connection, you can access those things, right? So this is the simple thing which is right now, which is able to for everyone who is capable of accessing those resources can learn, right? It also removes the geographic location. So like cell phone is a mobile, right? You can use anywhere. So there is no requirement of geographic location also. Okay, you're traveling somewhere, you're in the train, you're in the plane, or you're in just like bus or your own car or something like that. You can check your cell phone and you can access those resources. Now, these resources are not only videos, these resources are of multiple types. Like video is just a popular example of these digital content, but there are documents, there are images, there are animations, or there are some process modules. Okay, there are some databases that we can use, we can follow. Okay, so there are ample of these digital learning resources, and uh, some of them are free, some of them are payable. We need to purchase those, but these resources are available and we can access them. And most important thing, that is, it expand the limit of teacher as well as student. So as I'm belonging from the teacher community, I'm student also, but somewhat the subject that I'm teaching. So it expand my limit. Here in classroom teaching, what I can perform is according to timetable, according to schedule, I need to be present in the classroom where the students are there, and I can discuss with student whatever the syllabus is there. But if you want to teach beyond the syllabus, something which is not included in syllabus, but you want to provide those to your student, then you can access these kind of things. If your student or you between you and your student there is a barrier of time limit, then you can create some kind of video lectures or some kind of digital resources and you can post them. There are ample of ways how to post them. we are going to discuss that. Okay, so what the thing is important, that it expand the limit for the teacher as well as the student, right? So this is the overview what I'm going to discuss with all of you, that is what is the role of audio and visuals. Okay, by combining this audio and visual, what we can make and what we can provide. For combining these two, what are the tools are required? Okay, what are the softwares that are required to record your audio, to record your videos, and to combine them. Okay, then I think the last session that you have seen, that is how to create a PPT. So I'm not going to going in detail with how to create the PPT. Okay, but because everyone knows how to create a PPT, right? So start with PPT, but PPT is required because in visuals, if you provide some kind of images or some kind of written material, so that will impact more. Okay, so that we'll use the PPT for making the video lecture, then making of video lecture, then editing of video lecture. This making and editing are two different things. Okay, making a video lecture is like you're recording it. Okay, you're recording as you're able to record. Okay, but if there are some mistakes happen, some of errors, some of corrections you need to make, so you can edit it and you can make the final video session. In between that, some kind of other things that we want to add in our video session, that is some animation, some of images, some of pop-ups, some of questions we want to ask, or some of feedback we want to take. So that is also possible in editing the video lecture. Okay, so we are going to see making as well as editing. Then creating online classroom just will take some time to create an online classroom and how to post it. Okay, then sharing these study material, sharing video lectures on different platforms, and then what the key takeaways of this session. Okay, so let's start with this. I think everyone known this, that there is a concept which is known as I hear and I forgot. Means with whatever the thing I hear, I after some time I forgot it. Okay, when I see, I remember. Means something that I see to how to use it, how to work with that, so I can remember for certain more time. But when I do, I can understand, right? And I can remember it too. So it is like in Marathi, we every time we say that की मी फक्त जर ऐकलं तर मी कदाचित विसरून जाऊ शकतो, मी पाहिलं तर थोडा वेळ किंवा आणखी थोडा वेळ त्याला रिमेंबर ठेवू शकतो किंवा लक्षात ठेवू शकतो. आणि जेव्हा मी त्याला प्रॅक्टिकली करून पाहतो, सो दॅट आय कॅन मी त्याच्यासोबत फॅमिलियर होतो, दॅट आय कॅन अंडरस्टँड क्लिअरली अँड आय कॅन यूज इट wherever I can use that. Okay, so that is the concept. Just not to hear these things, means just not to hear and see the PPT and see it how to use it. We are actually doing practically how to perform that. Okay, so that is next thing is Craig Map once said that if you can film an idea, means you have an idea in your mind, on that you want to make a film. Okay, so follow that idea shot by shot, scene by scene. That idea is worth making. Okay, it is like if you have an idea, then create that idea with different scenes. Okay, organize those scenes with a particular structure, and then film that idea. Okay, so this is the thing that we are going to perform today. So for performing that, we require some kind of tools. Now what tools we require? So tools like we require some kind of software to record the visuals, some kind of software to record the audios, some kind of software to record the PowerPoint presentation in a video format. Okay, and then we need to combine these together, we need to edit it, and we need to publish it. Okay, so search the required tool which is right kind of tool for all these things: audio, video, and uh, documents. You can say document because PPT is kind of a document. Okay, then edit and publish it. Okay, now these required tool, maybe some of tools I have mentioned here. There are ample of tools beyond this also. Okay, first tool is PowerPoint presentation. PowerPoint presentation is because PowerPoint presentation is so much handy that we can create the concept on those PPTs, and we can elaborate by talking. Okay. Second thing is we can use PDF also, we can use images also. Okay, and we can use animations also. Okay, so it depends on us what kind of content that we want to make in video sessions, okay, or we want to use in video sessions. Okay, so basic thing is PowerPoint presentation. Okay, because it is easy to use, easy to create, and easy to uh, use in a video sessions. Okay. Second thing is video recording or screen recording. Either you can use a video recording, means let's say you have a cell phone, okay, and your cell phone is having a good camera with maybe 8 megapixel, means more than 8 megapixel, because with 8 megapixel it is clear to see the images and clear to capture those videos. Okay, its encoding is good, so that video recording you can use your simply your cell phone. And second thing is screen recording, because your PowerPoint presentation is on. Okay, so you want to record the screen also and your own view also. Now again it depends if you want to place your view on PowerPoint presentation or not. If you just simply use the PowerPoint presentation and record the screen, so that is also possible. Okay, then some tools we require to share these contents. Now again there are ample of tools like Google Classroom is there, Edmodo is there, and there are so many online applications which are used for sharing these contents. And if you're not using these online classroom or that learning management systems, it is called as a learning management system, then simply you can use cloud sharing or social media applications like Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp, Telegram, etc., etc. Okay, so these are just a medium to share the contents. These are the mediums to create the contents. Okay, now next thing, so what most importantly what we require. So before creating any kind of digital content, we required a good kind of script, because everyone knows when a movie release, we say that the movie script was really good, right? Because it depends on the script. If you have a good idea, that you need to convert into good kind of script, because when the camera faces you and you start talking, so it is something the point may forgot, or some kind of hesitation is there, at some point your audio level is decreased due to your surrounding. So you think if I'm talking too much louder, what the surrounding or we have some kind of hesitation, like you can means you know that. Okay, so if you have a good script and your script is ready, it is really an easy to present what the contents are. Okay, so for that purpose script is required. Script is also using as a tool. So how to create a script and how to make the sequence of creating these digital content, or especially video session contents. So sequences like, first one is prepare a good script with your subject. Whatever the topic you want to present, create a sequence of that and create a script for that. Okay, what the contents are, divide those content into sub component and elaborate each component separately. Okay, Then according to your script, you can prepare the slides. Okay, so we can create a PPT just like this. This PPT is created. Any doubts, sir? Okay. All right. So we can create a script with the help of PowerPoint presentation also. Okay. Then we require video and screen recording. Now, I think in the last session, Dr. Reddy also discussed the OBS Studio. So OBS is also one of the tool to create a video sessions. It having various features that we can use for creating videos, and most importantly, it is open source. Okay, so there is no proprietary or legal scenarios regarding that application. Okay, what application that we are going to use is Camtasia. Camtasia because it is easy to use and it provide the features which are really easy to handle. Okay, so the people who are familiar with OBS, they can use that also, or the Camtasia that we are going to see in this session, that also we are going to use. Okay, and there are different tools also, means other than Camtasia, there is again some kind of tools that we can use. So run any video and screen recording tool, narrate your script, record your video lecture. So that is the second step. In third step, whatever the video that we have created, whatever the screen recording clip that we have created, and our narration, so we need to club it together, and that is called as editing. So in various online media component like images, graphs, charts, animation, documents, voice, narration, etc., all those can be combined together. Okay, we can set a timeline for that and we can edit those videos. And once the video is edited, and you can publish it. So publish video lecture on different, firstly on your local drive, and wherever you can, you want to share it, you can share. Okay, so share with learning management system like Google Classroom, Edmodo, or there are ample of tools. So you can share it anywhere, or even you can share it on social media where your student can access that. Okay, so this is the stepwise sequence how to create and how to make the video sessions. So without wasting too much time in this PowerPoint presentation and see how the things will going to work, let's call to an action and let's move to that application and start recording and start editing. Okay, so before that, let me close this PowerPoint presentation so that I can start the Camtasia application, and I can show you how to record and how to edit. Okay. So in digital content creation, the topic that I selected for digital content creation is video sessions, or making the video session, video lectures. And the tool that I'm going to discuss with you is Camtasia. Camtasia is an application which is giving us facility of screen recording, video recording, and audio with PowerPoint presentation recording. Okay, so these are different kinds of facilities that Camtasia is providing. Okay, now so here you can see, here is the Camtasia screen. You can see. So here are okay. So this Camtasia is having 3 different windows. Okay, let me clear to you. Camtasia is not a open source application. It is a proprietary. Okay, it is created by TechSmith. Okay, and if you download it and you want to use it, it is for 30 days trial version. Okay. One more thing, that if you want to access beyond that, so just uninstall it and install it again. So your 30 days trial period will be as long as you want to use that. Okay, but it is not a free and open source. All right, so this is Camtasia, which having by default it is having 3 different windows. Okay, here you can see the Camtasia Studio. This is the logo, and this is a preview window. Okay, so whatever the content you will place over here, and you want to see how those contents will be look like when it is going to be published, then this preview window will show you that. Okay, second thing, e-content. Okay, Bharat sir asked me, what do you exactly mean by e-content? So e-content is like the content which are placed electronically on some medium. Either it may be internet, either it may be intranet, either it may be extranet, or in your local system drive. Okay, so that is called as a e-content, electronic content. You can also call it as a digital content, because currently we are, whatever the medium that we are using is digital medium, that is created by software, and it is placed in a computer. Okay, so that is e-content. All right. Yeah, so second, this window, it is called as your work window, where you can place whatever the content you would like to place, like images, audios, videos, PowerPoint presentation, etc. All right, so this is a work window, and this here at the bottom of space, you can see it is a timeline window. Now, timeline window means what? I think all of you has witnessed the film, either a film camera, means some years before we are using the cameras for taking pictures, which comes with the reel, right? Camera reel. Okay, and once we click the photo, that will that photo is placed in a negative reel, and that we can just pull it like this, and we can see that. Okay, so that is a reel. That is also a timeline where you click the pictures. Okay, I think you have witnessed the previous film reels also. In the theater, in the talkies, the film reels are kept on the projector, and the projector man just drive that reel, and the sequence of photos are moving in that projector head, and we are seeing that it is like a video. Okay, so that is something that the same concept is here, that is a timeline. Okay, here you can see the time is given like minutes, hours, minutes, seconds, and microseconds. Okay, so this is a timeline, and this timeline we are going to use for editing the contents. Okay, so these are the 3 windows that are important for creating the videos in this Camtasia. Other than this, here are some kind of shortcuts has been given, like record the screen, import the media, and produce and share. So first thing that is required is record the screen. Whatever the content that we want to create, we require to record it firstly. Okay, then if some other medias like images, text, PDFs, PPTs we want to include, then we need to import those, and lastly we need to produce it. Okay, so these are the shortcuts has been given, and there are again some of options like given in file, edit, view, play tools. When you are going to use this, I'm sure that you will become familiar with all these options. Okay, on this record screen, so here you can see the new tool is popped up, which is a recording tool. Okay, here, okay, let me one PPT. Let me open the PPT, and okay, so here you can see the screen recording tool is popped up, and here is a recording button. Now, if you just move your cursor on that, so it gives you a message that click to begin the recording. Okay, and if you just see this small green dotted line area, okay, which is having some cursors there. Okay, so this is what the recorded area that we can select. There are here is the option for recording full screen. If you're if you want to record the full screen, you can go with this option. Now this dotted line is placed over here to full screen. Okay, and if you want, if you don't want record the full screen, because on the screen you have some other tools also, other tools are also running, then you can just select the custom area. Now in this custom area there is a small arrow here. If you click on this, and here is select area to record. Now when I click on this, it gives me facility to click from where we want to start the recording area and just drag and drop and place it up to what extent you want to record it. Okay, now the area has been selected, so there is no need to make the slideshow of your PowerPoint presentation. You can just use the custom area selection and you can select that. All right, now this is the PowerPoint presentation that we have selected. Second thing is how we can place our own video on this PowerPoint presentation, right? So here you can see the recorded inputs. Now what recorded input you want to include it? Video with the help of webcam or audio with the help of mic, because we require a mic for narration and video for recording the visuals. Okay, so these two means in this recording, in this screen recording, two different files will be created, one for video, one for audio, and that we want to club it together. Okay, currently because we are discussing all these things on Zoom meeting, so my camera is busy with the Zoom, right? My laptop's webcam is busy with Zoom meeting, and on that you can access my visuals, right? So I cannot use this camera here as a webcam for recording my visuals on this PPT. Okay, and my mic is also busy with Zoom meeting. So what I can perform now, or how I can tackle this situation? Okay, so for this situation, I can handle with the help of other tool that I can use for recording visuals, that is my cell phone. And how I can perform that? So for performing that, let me introduce one more tool to you. Okay, okay, before that let's close it, and we can one more time record it. Okay, we know that our cell phone has camera on the back side and on the front side also, but the back camera right now people having 64 megapixel or more than that also. Okay, minimum 16 megapixel is there right now currently, whatever the configuration of cell phones are there. Okay, but if you imagine or if you compare it with your webcam, now your webcam is just up to 8 megapixel or let's say 2 megapixel. Some laptops having VGA camera, right? And their quality, recording quality is not so good. So why use those webcams as a recording medium? Why we cannot use our cell phone to record the visuals? Okay, so we can use cell phones to record the visual. Just we require some simple techniques how we can convert this cell phone as a webcam, right? So first thing is we require a USB cable. I think everyone knows how to connect USB cable to cell phone, right? So just connect your cell phone with USB cable with your laptop or desktop, whatever you are using. Place your mobile just uh, just uh, uh, just one side of your laptop or let's say desktop. Okay, you can place it, arrange it accordingly so that your camera will facing you and you can record those videos. Okay, and the tool that is required is screen copy. Okay, this is the tool that we require, screen copy. You can just type it on Google, screen copy tool for Android cell phone, and you have multiple links to download it. If you don't get those, I can share a link where these tools are available, and you can simply download it. Okay, so download it, install it, and just open it so that your cell phone will be connected with your laptop or desktop, whatever you are using. Okay, now just let me unlock the screen. Okay, so this is my cell phone. You can see this is my cell phone, which I just copied the screen on my desktop, on my laptop. Okay, and these are the tools that I'm using on my cell phone. So what the tool we can use now, you can see a camera that comes with our cell phone is just to capture the pictures or just to capture the videos. Okay, one more app I will suggest, you can use by default whatever the camera you have, that you can also use. But if you can use this camera FV. Okay, so this camera gives some more advanced feature to record the videos. Now you can see my cell phone, I can see here, okay, which having currently I'm using back camera, and to access the options which are available on cell phone screen, I can just copy it, okay, and I can access with the help of my mouse pointer. Okay, now so you can use this camera by default, whatever the camera is come with the cell phone, that you can also use, or you can use camera FV player, so that will also easy to use. Okay, now this is the camera that I'm going to record my video. I'm placing over here because I want to make area available for my PPT presentation. Right. Now I'm going to open my PowerPoint presentation. Then here I'm going to open the Camtasia, record the screen. All right. Now the area has been selected, okay, for screen recording. Then camera and mic is also connected with a cell phone, that is for video and audio recording. Right. Now what we want to perform right now. So we have content are ready, our visual camera is ready, audio mic is ready, and just we want to record it right now, right? So just click on your camera to record and record your screen also. Okay, so 3, 2, 1 and start the narration. Okay, so one more time I would like to for video making I will narrate it. Okay, so hello friends, now today we are going to discuss the digital content creation. In the digital content creation, we are going to see some kind of tools that are used to create the video sessions. Okay, so digital learning, you might aware of like different kinds of tool we can use for digital learning. With the help of some softwares, we can record the visuals. With the help of some animation tools or digital content creating tools, we can edit and we can mix all those videos, audios and contents together, and we can make the video content ready to share for digital learning. Now in today's session, we are going to see the audio visual tools, PPTs, video lectures, editing video lectures, creating online classroom, sharing it, etc., etc. This is the thing that we want to remember while creating the audio visuals, that I hear, I forgot, I see, I remember, I do, I understand. Next thing is that what we need, that is some softwares and some tools to publish it, some software to create, some tools to publish it. And these are the tools that we are going to see in this session to create the video contents. Next thing is the sequence of the this. So first thing, we required a script that we can perform with the help of PowerPoint presentation, video editors, screen recorders, editing the videos, publish the videos, and share it. So this is the sequence of digital content creation. Okay, thank you. All right, so narration I did. Okay, now I'm going to stop my video also. All right, so I stopped it. Okay. All right, now I'm closing it. Okay. And okay, so this PowerPoint presentation has been recorded. Now you can see this is the time for how much I have recorded it. So up to 2 minutes 2 seconds I have recorded this screen and the video also. Okay, so I'm going to save it. Just click on save wherever you want to place. Okay, so screen is recorded. Now you can see here in the the screen for working here, the recorded session is already placed over here. Okay, but this is only the screen recorded, right? There is no video, there is no audio. So what we need to access that video which we have recorded in a cell phone, right? So go to cell phone. Okay, internal, then 100 scene. Now this is the video that we have recorded. Okay, so just copy it and place in your working folder where you have recorded the screen, and just paste it. Okay, so these are the two things that we have separately recorded. One is PPT screen we have recorded with no voice, no video, and on a cell phone we have recorded video with audio, right? So now you can see preview of this video. All right. Okay, so what we can perform, just import the media, and whatever the video that you have recorded, you have copied into your working folder, just open it. All right, so my recorded screen is there, recorded video is there, right? Now you can see once you have saved the screen, once you have saved all your content, it is automatically placed on your timeline. Here is a timeline where this capture screen or the PPT, capture PPT is already placed on a track 1. Now what is this track 1, track 2, or so what the thing you want to place in a background that you can place on track 1. On this PowerPoint presentation, I want my video to be in front of PPT, not at the back end of PPT, right? So the video I can place in front of that PPT, so that will become a track 2. All right, and this video, just you can see here are some of waves you can see here. This is actually a audio. This is the audio which we have recorded with a mic, of course, that is connected with a cell phone. Okay, so we have screen record, we have videos and audio, right? Now we want to make it, or we want to make our videos. Okay, let's just preview it, the raw video. Okay, now whatever the video that I have recorded with cell phone, I placed on track 2, so that is come in front of my PowerPoint presentation. Okay, and when I play it, so the video is played, but PowerPoint presentation is not visible, right? So just pause it. Here you can see there are some anchors. Okay, there are 6 anchors which are used to minimize or maximize the video content. Now just click on this anchor and minimize your screen, right? So I've placed it here. Okay, Again, you can see there are some area which is unnecessary in this video, right? So what we can perform, just click it. Here is a tool which is to crop the video. I think everyone is familiar how to crop the images, right? So that same scenario we can use for cropping the video also. Again, you can see there are some anchors are here. Just place this anchor wherever or how much area uh, you want to place on that edited view, and again click it. Okay, so now your area that is not is too much. Okay, so whatever the area that you want to place, you can crop it. All right, so this is the way how you can crop the video. Now this video I have placed, and let's see how it look like. So here is a preview button or play button that you can place, and now with this video, what the things that you can observe, that in a voice there is some kind of noise is there, right? And if noise is available in an audio, then it is not good to hear. People will resist it, right? Your student will resist to see those content. So how to make that clean voice? So just click on this video. Okay, here go to this track 2, which is for video, and here is an audio option, right? So click on this audio. Now you can see your audio is highlighted. Your video is there, but in that video file, whatever the audio file is embedded inside that will be highlighted. Okay. Now here are some kind of options are there to enable volume leveling. Now, while recording the video, if your voice is too low, okay, some maybe in the first video, first 2 or 3 sessions when you are recording your videos, your voice may be not so clear or not so loud. Okay, at that time, how you can control that loudness of your voice? Okay, so just click it, just select it. Okay, then enable the volume leveling. Now when you click on this, you got an anchor to level it. Now this is the automated volume leveling. You can increase the volume, you can decrease it. Just click here, you got an anchor, and just drag it upward so that your voice will be louder. Okay, now while raising this voice, just remember that your voice, this wave should not be touched to the upper max level of your video levels. Okay, why? Because your audio it depends on what kind of mic you are using. Okay, currently I am using this this particular mic, okay, and which having a good quality of audio recording. Suppose you are using some hairband mic or using this kind of Bluetooth mic, then it having a low quality of audio recording. Okay, so at that time when you just raise it to upper max level, then your voice becomes, or your voice gets cracked. Okay, again you will feel the noise in the video. Okay, so to avoid that, just raise it, but do not touch the upper max level. That is it. Okay, so keep it here, and now just preview it. Okay, so this is the thing, how we can raise the voice or raise the loudness of voice. Okay, now still there are some kind of noises there. Okay, so how to remove those noise? So here is an option to enable noise removal. Now click on it, and automatically whatever the noise is there, that will be removed. But still, if you want to make it again clear, then there again some facility is there. Adjust the sensitivity of your mic. You can increase or decrease depending on your own choice or your own requirement. Okay, you can use this remove clipping. So whenever there is a click sound on the PPT or clipping sound or something, the sound that is not or that should not be in your video, that we can remove automatically. So here is a remove clicks. So just click it, okay, and go to auto noise training. Okay, so once you click on it, whatever the noise will be there, or whatever the possible noise that this application should remove, so that will be removed. And now again we'll see. All right. So I think you observe some kind of difference between earlier narration, earlier voice audio, and this after removal, after removing the noise, this audio. Okay, so this is the thing that we need to work with the audio. All right, so just drag it to the starting session. Okay, so audio we have made clear, video we cropped and we place it wherever we want to place. Okay, now this is ready. At some point of position we want to use some kind of transition effect, or let's say slide is going to change, right? So this is somewhere the slide is changed. The first slide is changed with the second one somewhere here at yeah, here, right? So how we can make the transition effect now? So just place your cursor on timeline. Okay, click on the video and as well as the PPT recorded. Here is a snapping tool, split tool is there. Okay, use this split tool. Just click on this and your PPT and video will be split into two sections. Okay, so this you can just drag and drop, and you can drag it whatever. If you want to place some images or some other content, you can place inside this. Okay, but what we want to perform is we want to use some transition effect. Okay, so here is a transitions. Now just click on this transition and go to, let's say, a checkboard. Okay, now click on this and drag here. Okay, we'll drag it to PPT. Okay, now go back to the timeline, play it and see how the effect will look like. Okay, let's place it, and okay, I think let's use this one. Okay, so all right, I'm placing over here, snapping, and then adding this. All right. Okay, no problem. All right. So you can see the effect. This is some. All right. So this is a transition effect that we can place. Now you can see the slide is changing with the video and PPT as well. Okay, so this is the transition effect, how we can apply it. Okay. Now somewhere we want to make focus on particular thing in a video or on a PPT. Okay, somewhere we want to focus on a mathematics formula, or let's say some kind of image that we place inside a PPT. Okay, so how to perform that? So here again, let's say here in this slide, I want to make focus. So let's split it, okay, and go to zoom area. Okay, now this is the working space where you can zoom in, zoom out. Okay, again you can just click on anchors, go to the area where you want to zoom in, okay, and you just need to use this anchor to how much extent you want to zoom it, means how slowly you want to zoom it, how fast. If you want to make it fast, just keep it here, okay, or a small transition effect will be there. Or if you slowly want to zoom in, just enlarge this. All right, now see the effect. So here is a proper slide. All right, so this is something that we can zoom in or we can zoom out also. If we want to again zoom out, then just go to this slide, split, okay, and here again just back to the uh, zoom out position, okay, and just again drag it to slowly zoom out. Okay. So this is the way how we can use this transition effect with slide changing, with zoom in, zoom out, etc. Okay. All right. So this is the way how we can use the PPT and audio visuals. Okay. Now let's see your video or your recorded video is more than your slide. So just make your slide recorded or your videos uh, make it as split and you can delete it. Okay, now this file is ready. Okay, now let's add some introductory animation, or let's say uh, some banner to this digital video. Okay, so with audios, with some effect, right? So how we can add that? So we can add that by using some of library things that we have here in this Camtasia Studio. It is having inbuilt library that you can use for all your audio video recorded, or you can just download some of sounds animation, and that also you can use here. Okay, so how to use that? Before that, let me make some space for the those animation and those audios or transition effects. Okay, so I'm just placing these content on timeline, just moving on timeline. And okay, what is this library is for? So this library is having some of musics and some of themes that we can add to our video session. Okay, so let's say some of music. Okay, so this is one of the music that I'm going to use it here. This is one of the double click and yes, this introductory audio I can use, so I can place it on third timeline. All right. Now I want an let's say I think someone is their mic is on, so please off your mic. So repeated, the voice will not be repeated. All right. So this is one of the theme that I have selected, and this is the animated title. Okay. So yes, of course, I can add this title. Now it depends on your choice. You have ample of themes, music, right? So you can use these kind of things also. Okay, let's add this animated title here. All right. So why I'm placing it on starting of my session? Because I want the introductory animation thing for my video, right? All right, so placing it at the end. and just make the cut of unwanted area of audio as well as the uh, animated slide. All right. Now let's see how it look like. Okay, before that, just place your videos next to the animated slide. Okay, just make on your timeline without any gap so that it will be played with a sequence, with a simultaneous sequence. Okay, now so let's play it. All right, so we have an introductory audio song or audio for that, and we have animated title also. How to give a title? So here is a enter title, just double click on that, and here in working window, you have some option to edit that. Okay, so let's make it digital content creation, right? And you have again some of options so that you can change the font, you can change the font size also. Okay, you can change the font color as well. Just you need to select that and apply that. Okay, you can change. All right, we can change the font size, font color. Even we can give some style effects also. Okay, so this kind of things again depending on us. If we want to fade this, okay, so we can fade it. We can fade out also. Okay, this kind of animations also we can play. All right. Okay. So that is. Let's try to preview. Okay, and without any disturbance, club to that and this. So now I think these things are clear to you, how to create, how to record a video, how to record a slide, PPT presentation, how to place that on timeline, how to edit that, how to give transition effect, how to give an audio effects also. Okay, how to remove the noise from the recorded audio, how to raise the voice level, okay, loudness of your voice, and how to add animated title, animated slide in front of video, give an audio effect to that. Okay, so this is the way how we can create and edit the videos. Okay, now it is time to produce the video, right? So we have created it, and once once you thought that it is now it is created and it is time to publish it, or it is a time to produce it, then just click on here, produce and share. If you click on produce and share, again one pop-up window will came across you, and it will ask you what type of video you want to create. Okay, so it gives us different kinds of options, like we want to play this video with MP3, MP4 player, which use with our mobile, or we want to publish or produce it with HD quality, or we want to with MP4 or MP4 with smart player, or just a custom production setting. Or if you have a YouTube channel or you want to place it on YouTube, then here is a separate option is given to share it on YouTube. So whatever the YouTube standard of video are there, that encoders will be applied to your video and it will be created accordingly. Okay, or you want to place it on your Google Drive, so you can directly place it on Google Drive also. Okay, basically, majority of people try to record it on MP4 with 480 pixel. Okay, because in HD quality, if you want to place on social media, then it usually take more time and to encode that. Okay, so let's save it with MP4 with 480 pixel. Next, now here where you want to place it, it asks you about where you want to place it, and you can create a location and you can name it. You can name to the file, and make sure what type of file it is going to create. So here you can save the type, okay, and save it. Okay, now finish. That's it. Your recorded video will now getting produced. Okay, while producing the video, it creates some of different kinds of files together, and in that a video file is created. Okay, and that file you can place wherever you want to place. Okay, so the next thing in our sequence is that when we publish video, we want to share it, or we generally share it. So share it on social media like WhatsApp, Facebook, YouTube, or even a Google Classroom, where your students are registered with your classroom. There also you can uh, place it, or whatever the learning management system you are using, there also you can place it. Okay, usually it takes half a minute or 1 minute to publish it, because there are some of files, supporting files that needs to be created, so it creates automatically. There is no bother about that. Okay, so before moving further, let's wait to Camtasia to produce it, and let me show you the final produced video. Okay, and then how we can share it. Okay. So it is getting published. All right, so when it published, now you can see this is the final view of video that we have created, with an introductory audio, with a proper label, and with a PowerPoint presentation and a video. All right, this is the zooming effect. I think here we have, here we have provided a transition slide, so that effect is there. Zooming effect is there. Okay, so this is the way how we can create. One more thing that I would like to share with you is, now in this video, you can see my background is not clear, right? On the PowerPoint presentation, this background should be cleared, right? If it is not clear, then it is like a patch on the that it sees like a patch on the PPT, the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so how to avoid that? Currently, I'm not using any Chromecast for creating this video. There is just a wall behind me, and that background is captured by my camera, right? So for that purpose, one more thing that I would like here on the clipping, that is import media, let me add. So this is the video that few days back I have recorded. that I'm placing on my timeline. Just let me place on it. Okay, this last session I'm going to delete, and this video I'm going to add. Okay, you can see behind me there is a chroma curtain. Now it is called as a chroma curtain. This color, why we use this chroma curtain? Because this is the color which is not anywhere in our skin, in the clothes we are using, in the hair, or in our eyes, or anywhere. Okay, so that when
Hello.
we remove this color.
Hello, sir. Voice is not coming.
Yes, sir. Okay, okay.
Your voice is not coming, sir.
Okay.
Sir, voice
All
is
right.
clear, sir.
Hello.
It is proper.
Yeah.
All right.
Please
Is
check.
it clear now?
Clear, sir. No problem.
Yes.
Is it
Clear.
clear? All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so why we use the chroma curtain? Because this color is not anywhere in our skin, hair, eyes, not anywhere, right? And when we remove this color, it will look like a means clear background. Okay, so how to remove that? So go to video properties, visual properties, and here the option is remove color, right? So remove color, and here is a color option. So just we need to select the color doppler, just click here, and now you can see the background is removed, right? And the PPT is available in the background. Place it somewhere, transition effect happens with the video that is playing, and yeah. All right, so this is the effect that we can give to our videos, to this PowerPoint presentation creation. Okay, but for that purpose we require here I placed some of images. Okay, let me see some chat. Okay, all right, so this is the chroma curtain that is required to remove the background. Okay, this type of curtain is there that you can place on your wall or at your back end, and that will be easy to remove the background wall or image, whatever it may be, and it will clearly visible the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, some tools we require to record the audio clearly. Okay, so this kind of hairband mic you can use. Okay, this is some of example of hairband mic. This is tabletop mic. Okay, that also we can use, and this is a collar mic, which currently I'm using a collar mic for recording it. Okay, whatever the Bluetooth mic is there, which is connected with cell phone or laptop or desktop, but it is actually not giving that clear voice tone to record it. Okay, when we talk about the recording, then the most important thing is that the PowerPoint presentation means the visual should be clearly displayed, your video recorded. If you're placing your face on that video, then it should be clearly visible. Okay, and third thing, your audio should be clear. If your audio that you have recorded is having noise, then people will resist it. People will not see your content. So there is no there is no point to making such a noisy videos and audios, right? And one more thing that I would like to share with you: if you're using podcast or you're creating podcast is something that audio lectures, right? If you have the good contents and you want to publish audio files for that without giving a video or PowerPoint presentation. You can simply record your audio and you can make your podcast and you can share it with your student. Okay, I think some years back there is audio cassettes was there, right? That also comes with a tutorial. I think Chate tutorial published audio cassettes, right? So that type of audio material also we can create. That is also a digital content, and that is also used for learning purposes. Okay, but if you are using or if you want to create audio files only, then at that time your headband mic and your tabletop mic will not be work. Okay, for that purpose you require a mic like this. This is something which is called as a dynamic mic. Okay, it having magnet inside, and due to magnet means it is the magnet is used to record the voice. Okay, that there is very deep technical terms are there, but simply remember that it is a magnetic mic. It is not a condenser mic. If you see this one is a condenser mic. Okay, here is a condenser, and that captures the voice. Okay, and what is the difference between this dynamic and condenser mic is that condenser mic, this one is a unidirectional. Okay, so when you use this mic here, it will capture your voice. When you just place this mic here, okay, and loudly you speak, it will capture. It will capture the surrounding noise also. If you're sitting in a room and your fan is on, okay, then it captures the fan noise also. But when you use the dynamic mic like this one, or let's say this one, it will not capture the surrounding noise. It will only capture the voice, which is just a few distance beyond the. Okay, so this is the way how to record the podcast and a proper tool to record the podcast. Okay, so that is the difference between dynamic and the condenser mic. Okay, you can use some of nowadays I think there is a USB mic also. Okay, but again the USB is having condenser mic, so that is not be used for audio podcast. So all right, so that is all about. Now I think everybody has get this idea how to create a video content. And once you have created, okay, my video is published, and let's see uh, the supporting file of that. Okay, so this is the digital content creation that we have produced. So inside this folder, uh, this video is there, and this we can place. Now you can check the properties of this video, because we have made this video for only for MP4 player. So it is having 7.64 MB of size, and that you can easily share on Google Classroom with let's say your uh, uh, Google Drive, or let's say on YouTube, on Facebook also. Okay, so there is no limitation to share it, right? So this is way how we can create a digital content. Now, what are the key contents that we discussed today? So how to create slides, how to create, how to record the session with a Camtasia, editing with a Camtasia, sharing with cloud. Okay, so this is what I want to discuss with you for today. And yes, of course, you can join me on LinkedIn. You can follow YouTube also. This is the name for some of videos that I post on YouTube. Okay, you can follow me on email if you have any query, or you can contact me on this number also. Okay. So I think the idea is clear now. So if you have any questions, any queries, so you can ask me now. Now the session is open.
Thank you, sir. Very nice session.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. So if any questions or queries, you can ask me. Sorry, at the starting,
sir.
yes, sir, please go ahead.
I am Dr. Anil Bhoite from City Borva College, Shuru.
Yes, sir.
When we need to install Camtasia, is it free or we can purchase it?
Okay. Unfortunately, it is not free version, sir. It is a proprietary based application, just like Microsoft. So we need to purchase it. But we can use it. But we can use 30 days of 30 days of free period. That is a trial period. You can use it. One more trick, actually, is I should not say this, but on this kind of platform, but just excuse me for that purpose. But if you want to use this application for, let's say, means you are not using this application for commercial use, then for that purpose you can install it whenever the time period is over. Just uninstall it and install it one more time. Okay, so your 30 days trial period will be continuously moving. Okay, but if you're not using it for commercial purpose, then, but if you're using it for commercial purpose, then it is not, it is a proprietary based application, so there are some legal terms.
Hello,
Yes,
sir.
Any more? Yes, sir.
This is very informative session for us, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Very, very best session.
Thank you
तर
everyone
मला
for.
एक प्रश्न असा आहे,
हा सर.
कॅम्टेशियाचं फ्री व्हर्जन मी ट्राय केलेलं आहे आणि त्याच्यामध्ये काही व्हिडिओ सुद्धा तयार केलेले होते. परंतु एक अनुभव असा आहे कॅम्टेशिया वापरताना, की अर्ध्या तासापेक्षा जास्त मोठा जर तुमचा व्हिडिओ असेल तर अर्ध्या तासापेक्षा जास्त मोठा जर व्हिडिओ असेल तर तो त्याची व्हिडिओ फाईल क्रिएट होत नाही सर, कॅम्टेशियामध्ये कन्वर्ट होत नाही फ्री व्हर्जन.
ओके, राईट.
तर मग अशा वेळी काय करता येईल?
ओके, ऍक्च्युली काही टूल्स आहेत ज्याच्या थ्रू तुम्ही 2 क्लिप जॉईन करू शकता. ओके, जसं एक सेशन तुम्ही बनवलं 29 मिनिट्स आणि सेकंड सेशन 29 मिनिट्स, तर तुम्ही त्याला एखादं दुसरं ऍप्लिकेशन, जसं की मायक्रोसॉफ्टचं एक ऍप्लिकेशन आहे मूव्ही मेकर. ओके, तर तुम्हाला इफेक्ट्स आणि बाकी सगळ्या गोष्टी कॅम्टेशियामध्ये देता येईल आणि मूव्ही मेकर मध्ये जस्ट त्याला जॉईन करून त्याला सेव्ह करता येईल. दॅट इज ऑल्सो पॉसिबल if you're using free version. But if you're using paid version, then I think all kind of services are available for you.
Okay sir, thank you.
Welcome sir, thank you.
महामुनी सर.
Yes sir.
मला वाटतं स्टॉप केलं पाहिजे आता.
ओके सर.
आजचं हे शेवटचं सेशन आहे. या सेशनमध्ये श्रीमान मोहनीश महामुनी सरांनी डिजिटल लर्निंग, क्लाउड फॉर शेअरिंग, व्हिडिओ रेकॉर्डिंग, ऑनलाईन क्लासरूम आणि कॅम्टेशिया या विषयावर अतिशय सखोल असं मार्गदर्शन केलेलं आहे. त्याबद्दल मी HRDC सेंटर पुणे युनिव्हर्सिटी व यांच्या तर्फे त्यांचे आभार व्यक्त करतो. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच सर.
थँक्यू सर, थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.
धन्यवाद सर. आजचं सेशन इथं संपत आहे. हॅलो हॅलो
Yes, you are audible. Yes, you are audible. Go on.
आजचं सेशन इथं संपत आहे. चॅट बॉक्स मध्ये आता फीडबॅकची लिंक टाकलेली आहे मॅडमांनी. व्हॉट्सअप ग्रुपला पण फीडबॅकची लिंक टाकलेली आहे. फीडबॅक फॉर्म हा फक्त 8 वाजेपर्यंत सर्वांना भरता येणार आहे. आजच्या दिवसाचा जो फीडबॅक असेल तो फक्त 8 वाजेपर्यंत तुम्हाला भरता येईल. त्यानंतर तो भरता नाही येणार. आणि प्रत्येक दिवसाचा फीडबॅक भरल्याशिवाय सर्टिफिकेट कोणाला मिळणार नाही. हॅलो सर.
Yes, sir.
थँक्यू सर. उद्या 10 वाजेला सुरू होईल आणि त्याची लिंक तुम्हाला पावणे 10 वाजता सर्वांना शेअर केली जाईल व्हॉट्सअप ग्रुपवर. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.